So the $1,600,000 question is, did Barry kill his wife? That's what everybody really wants to know. Sure, a lot of people have speculated online that he's guilty. That this mother, wouldn't just abandon her daughters and her friends and family and just take off to the Bahamas and decide to start a whole new life there. You know, as truthful as that may be, you have to have evidence that says that he actually did something to her. And at this point, right now, the police do not have that evidence. They don't have evidence that he actually did anything. Now, the home recently sold to a company out of Las Vegas, Nevada. We don't know if it is just a holding property that they're going to then turn around and flip the home, or if it's for somebody who actually works for the company or one of the owners of the company. We don't know that. All we know is what is on the public records that who actually purchased the home. And that was public information that was disclosed at the sale of the property. Does Barry deserve all the money? I don't know. That's something that's going to be speculated around the internet and around the world. On TV, television, social media. It's going to be discussed and gone over and over and over again. Is that the motive for him to kill her? I mean, does he really need motive? We've seen more tragic cases with less motive than that happen in the last 5 years. What motive did Christopher Watts have for killing all of his entire family? Was it the money to get away from the debt? Sure, that definitely was a motive for him. Start a new life with his mistress? Sure, that's motive. But what's Barry's? Did he do it so he could run off and get a new girlfriend? Get rid of his wife, and so he could get that girlfriend? I guess, maybe. But he's lost a hell of a lot more than he gained financially. Financially, his business and everything that he's had, that he built up from the ground up by himself, is pretty much over. Will he work in that business again? Be very hard to do anything in that business without somebody coming in right behind you and digging it all up to see if you buried, your missing wife in it. I'm not defending the man. I don't know him. I'm just saying that, it's going to be very hard for him to ever be in that business again, especially in light of, his wife still missing until they find her body. And she has been legally declared dead. It's going to be really hard, if not impossible, for him to do it. He'd probably have to, move locations and everything else. And sure, there's rumors that he is thinking about moving back to Illinois to start over again, start fresh, and he very well may do that. But at this point right now, the home is sold. It's rumored that he has a new girlfriend. He's never come out and said that he's got a new woman in his life. But he reportedly has been spotted by local people in the area with a woman, and that they don't look like they're just platonic friends. So I don't, rumors, speculation. That's one of the things that always surrounds these cases. But we do know that Suzanne is still missing. That Barry was the last official person to see her missing. We know that there has been some evidence found away from the scene. Her helmet has never been found, as far as I can confirm. But her bicycle has. And that her bicycle was inoperable. But we don't know to the extent of how inoperable the bicycle was. If it looked like it had been hit by a car, We don't know. Yeah, there's rumors that the brakes didn't work, that the brim was bent, that the seat was broken. All these things are rumors. The police have never confirmed any of this. But yet, here we are. And that's the one thing that's dangerous about the internet, is that people will speculate without actual factual information. And they will and then somebody else hears that or reads that in a blog post or a comment section or whatever. And they run with it because they believe. They read it somewhere. It's got to be factual. And that's dangerous. It's dangerous not only to the police department who are trying to, solve these cases. It's dangerous to, when it comes time to try to actually factually get the information out there so people know exactly what happened. But Barry, as of right now, he gets the $1,625,000 from the sale of the home. And I want to quickly address that there is no evidence that $500,000 of the proceeds of that money, or $500,000 of her money, Suzanne's money, went into that home. He owed more on it than that. So he put zero money into it, or something, they took out equity or whatever in the time that they lived in that home. But what we do know for sure is that he gets it all right now. He's never been charged with a crime. He's never been named a suspect in the crime. His daughters are without their mother. And he's moving forward with his life at this point, from what it appears from the outside looking in. I mean, how long do you search for someone who's missing? And even if you think he's not guilty or is guilty, whichever side of the aisle you fall on, you have to try to put yourself in their shoes and see this entire thing from their perspective. And the law has to see it from that perspective as well. If there's no charges against him, no crimes have been levied against him, why shouldn't he get the money from the home? Again, I'm not defending the man. I'm just saying the law is there to protect us all. It's not just there to protect those who are guilty. And if he's found guilty later on of some crime, murder, whatever, hiring someone to, get rid of his wife, if that happens later on, yeah, that they'll seize all of his assets and everything, and they'll give all that to his daughters. But until he's proven guilty, he's innocent. In the eyes of social media out there, everybody wants him to be guilty. Guilty until proven innocent. Not guilty, and then you must be proven innocent. Because you have to understand, the social media out there, and the news TV, and the cable television shows, they want him to be guilty. We want him to be the person, that did this. We want him to be, held accountable for what happened in this case, for her disappearance, his wife's disappearance. But we don't have any evidence of that. There's no proof that he did anything. So, but the results of the poll: 67% of all those over 500 people who took part in the poll, 67% said that he shouldn't get a dime. That 100% of the proceeds, regardless if it came from his financial backing or not, 67% said he shouldn't get a dime, and that all of it should go directly to the daughters, that they should cut a check directly to them tomorrow. 67%. 22% said that he should only get 50% of the money, and the rest should go directly to the daughters. And the rest said they're not sure. Over 500 people. Yeah, there's been a lot of coverage on this case. And he very well may be guilty of a lot of things. But again, he hasn't been convicted of anything. All we know is that Suzanne Morphew is still missing. And every day that passes, the likelihood of her being alive is less and less and less.